Hello everyone. I'm going to go through the syllabus and highlight some stuff and probably add some additional information that I hope you'll find helpful. So here in the left column of your screen, you can click on syllabus and course information, and that will open it up to scroll down and click here on syllabus. And there we are. And so I'll just start here with the information, my contact information. If you want to meet on campus, I'm in Building C, Office 279. I've got my office phone number, my email. I also include my cell phone number. And that's mainly for when there's something urgent that's after hours. And by after hours, I mean Monday through Thursday after 5, all day on Friday, and on the weekend. And the best way to handle that is to send me a text. If you really need something, you can't wait till the next day or until Monday. That's the best way to get in touch with me. I try not to deal with email after hours. Everybody needs some downtime. And so the text is the best way. I'll have my phone with me. If a text comes through, I'll see it and be able to respond. So I'm going to go through a lot of this pretty quickly because you can read it on your own. This is a fully online class. It's on Christian ethics as well as other things, but a big part of our focus is Christian ethics. The mission statement of Concordia University is developing Christian leaders. Here are the objectives of the course, the principal units of the course management. It is fully online. The required textbooks, hopefully you have those. If you don't, hopefully you'll get them very soon. You do or can get them through our bookstore through that rental program. They'll ship them to you. You can also pick them up on campus. You just need to let the bookstore know which method you prefer. And here are some recommended texts. I put 3 in there simply because I've read them and really like them, and I recommend them to students. I realize you're going to be really busy the next 3 years with assigned reading, so it might be post 3 years before you get around to these. But if you have a holiday break, sometime when you want to get away from academic reading, these are somewhat academic in nature, but also fun reads and pretty easy to get through. Attendance, you need to participate weekly in class. If you go a full week of not participating in class, that's considered an absence and could result in being removed from the class. Hopefully that won't happen for anyone. I don't normally accept late work. If there is a circumstance, something comes up, and you're not able to get an assignment in on time, if you communicate with me about that, we'll see what we can work out for potential late submission. If you do submit late, if I agree to accept an assignment late, there is typically a deduction for it being submitted late. If there are special needs issues, our person is Ruth Cooper. Her email and phone number are there. And of course, with academic honesty, it's always expected, and I will pursue it if I feel that students are not being honest in their academic work. So now getting into the meat and potatoes of the assignments for the course and how you'll be graded in the course, evaluated in the course. And then to preface this a little bit is in an EDD program, I believe it's important for students to enter into the program not expecting that everything's going to be an A all the time. That's unrealistic on assignments and even in courses. You must maintain a 3.0 cumulative GPA to remain in good standing in the program, which is in essence a B average. So making a B is not necessarily a problem. We consider a B a good solid grade. A is excellent, or at the top, obviously. We don't want to see C's and definitely don't want to see F's. But grading's tough. I tend to agree with that statement that's common in education, that we teach for free and they pay us to grade. So it's not easy. It's not necessarily something I cherish doing, but it is part of the job. So let's go through these assignments. You will be writing 2 ethics position papers. And so basically, a position paper is based on an ethical dilemma, and you're going to present that. You're then going to solve the dilemma. You're going to say, this is how I would handle this. And then you're going to use ethical principles and paradigms and the Christian ethic to support your answer. A lot of this is not going to make complete sense to you right now because we haven't been through the material. So I'm giving you sort of a preview of what's coming. So basically, you present a dilemma, you resolve the dilemma, and then you use one ethical principle, one ethical paradigm, and the Christian ethic to defend your position. So basically, 5 parts or 5 pieces to a position paper. There will be 2 of those, each worth 50 points. Each paper you turn into this class should be in 12-point font, double spaced, and nothing fancy, just straightforward, normal margins, normal font, Times Roman, that sort of thing, nothing strange or unusual. You can get dilemmas from readings, books, the internet, your personal life, your professional life. The dilemmas ideally are going to be centered around education, and there's certainly no shortage of those. Moving on here to an ethics topic presentation. This is due at the very end of the semester. We will have been through all of the material of the course. You're going to choose a topic. You'll be working in a small group in presenting this, putting it together. It will be a recorded presentation, 20 to 25 minutes in length. It should include audio and video. And similar to a position paper, your presentation should focus, or a big part of the focus of your presentation should be on the ethical aspects of your topics. So once again, an ethical paradigm, an ethical principle, and how does the Christian ethic impact, or how is the Christian ethic a part of your presentation? You will write a code of ethics, also due towards the end of the semester. The best way to describe the code is that it has 2 parts. One of those parts is that these are the things I live by. These are the things that guide my life. And that's on the low end, 4 to 5 items, and on the top end, 9 to 10 items. Students often bullet point these items. And then the second part of the paper, which is critically important, is to give me the why of these items. Why are these part of your code? Why are these important to you? You should have a code. Don't think of this in terms of I have a personal code and I have a professional code. You should have a code of ethics that guides your life. Again, this will become more clear to you as we get farther into the semester and talk about codes of ethics and ethical principles, ethical paradigms, and so forth. There are a number of lectures pre-recorded in the weeks that you'll be watching those, and so all of this will help bring the clarity about this. Plus, we'll continue to have time throughout the semesters for questions about all of these assignments, including the Code of Ethics. There are going to be some case study discussion forums, and I think they're self-explanatory in Blackboard, but in essence, you'll be reading a case and then you need to respond to that. How would you handle this and defend your position? Once again, using ethics. And then respond to your classmates. These should attempt to replicate a discussion we would have in class. So responses such as, I like what you think about that, or you make a good point, are not going to earn you the points in the discussion forums. They need to be more substantial than that. You'll have an almost weekly exam on the main textbook for the class, Choosing the Good, and over the course of the semester, those exams add up to 300 points. Very straightforward. You read the chapter, and then the exam questions are over that particular chapter of the book. We will have a discussion forum. That's the assignment on Jesus and the Disinherited, which is the second textbook for the course. And that's similar to any discussion forum. It needs to be thorough and professional. It needs to be very involved and connected. And so you'll make initial post, and then you'll also respond to classmates. And then we'll follow that same forum with our same plan, same process with the discussion forum on the book Unchristian, which is the third text for the course. In your law and gospel assignments, you'll be writing papers, a 1 to 2 page paper on, well, 2 of those. So on one of them will be from Luther's Works, volume 51, sermon number 1. and then comparing that to a song from the musical Les Miserables. It's called Who Am I? And you're going to be identifying the law and gospel aspects of both the song